what matters. That's what matters, not this app. Not this app. This app doesn't matter. What matters is you, in your life right now, that you're happy, that you're content, and you're succeeding with your goals.
Of it
No,
because
it's
you
not right. That's not right.
because you because you've shown everything you've needed to show, and you've done all that you can do, and it's the same rinse wash repeat. It's like, okay, this isn't affecting her anymore, so let's go deeper, right? and and that bothers me.
I know. It would just, I would just hate to see that this interrupts your peace and your happiness right
Well,
now.
I will say that I have an amazing person in my life
I know.
that is my rock. He, you know, he has saved me. I wish that I could have met him sooner, because I could love him longer. That's how much I love him.
Oh, oh,
And I, I
I
know that
love
when
that. I love that.
I know that, people,
Oh,
people have judged me and my past, and they make fun of things. But before I was just married, before I just had a piece of paper, but now I have a soulmate.
oh, I know.
I don't need a piece of paper. I don't need a wedding. I have what I needed to
If
have.
that pisses people off, then keep being mad, okay? Just keep being mad. Just keep being mad. Go ahead. If that's what satisfies you and makes you happy, just yeah, continue your bull crap. Go ahead. Just go
I,
ahead and do it.
I don't need a. Let me tell you something, Jenna. I uh I don't need a piece of paper anymore. I don't need a marriage license. I don't need a ring on my finger, because what I have now is what I have deserved my whole life. And I hold him sacred. I hold what we have sacred. And I know that people think that they are entitled to know certain information, but that is something that I will always protect.
I don't
And
blame you.
I will say that he has always been my A1 since day one, and I will never ever allow anybody to think differently, because I know what I have, and I'm proud of it, and I cherish it. And um
As you should.
I just know that
Absolutely.
this app for me, I love to laugh, I like to sing, I like to be in the box with you and Witty, and us shoot the shit, and us just having a good time. And
Right.
um that's what I love. Um, it's just I'm past the pettiness. I'm past the ugliness. I know that I once participated in a lot of shit. I know that I've once done a lot of shit. I That's not somebody I ever want to go back to. Um, I know the areas that I need to work on in my life. I know my faults. I know me better than any of you people on this app know me. But I know that I could never do some of the things that you people continue to do on here. I will never understand it. And I know that I can log off of this app anytime. I can log off. And I just know that today, when I saw that picture today, it sent me into I can't even tell you where my mind went, because I just
And that's
thought,
exactly what they wanted.
and I just told myself, like, there's no line or boundary they wouldn't cross.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Nothing's going to be good enough. They need to continue to do that for content
And I
because
just keep telling.
you're not doing that anymore. So they have to bring up the past in order to have content.
you know, me talking about Megan's mustache is not the same as her as mocking my attempt, or posting personal information. I just know that today, I don't care. If you can sit in a comment section with Megan, if you can sit in a box with her and you're okay with that, please don't come near me. I don't care. I know where I'm wanted. I know that I can hang out with Jana. I know that you guys really just don't like the fact Woody likes me, but Woody loves my ass. She calls and talks to me almost every day. I've got my two girls. I got Pam and Stacky. I've got the love of my life. And out of all the bullshit that I've been through on this app, if it meant that I got to meet these same people, I would go through it all over again because these people truly mean a lot to me. And I no longer care anymore. If you guys want to keep doing it. But I'm just telling you that I will not be accused of being a predator. I will not be accused of being a pedophile. I will not have my name slandered for another second. You think I'm a piece of shit? Cool, call me a piece of shit. But what you're not going to do is call me a pedophile.
Exactly, Witty. You want to come up? You're more than welcome to. God forbid people hear us laughing. How dare you have fun?
I don't. I just and I actually had somebody today that reached out to me today, and I never thought me and this person would talk again, but they don't like the fuck shit that's happening to me. And we had a conversation, and
Witty said she's busted. She can't.
you're under this account. Oh, that's right. They took you down. They took you down. Oh well.
She's grounded. She's on
Are you,
timeout.
did they put my Woody in the corner? Did TikTok put my Woody in a corner?
I think they did. And the only reason why I'm not getting in trouble is because people want to hear us talking. That's the only reason. Otherwise, the last time, I forget which one it was. Either my last live or the one before that. I actually got a restriction for the first time and got suspended for like 30 minutes or something.
I know, Woody.
You
You
keep
keep
saying that.
Well, I'm telling you, Woody. You need to change that word to dumpster chicken. You put soap in your mouth.
She can't help herself. She keeps. And then this morning, did you see her mouthing it?
Oh my God, she was totally mouthing it, and I can't believe she actually pulled up and asked for a la 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 latte.
That was awesome. It
That
was
was
worth
funny.
it.
That was 100% worth it. That was 100% worth it.
Oh my gosh, people,
But
I swear.
here's what I'm gonna say is that I don't know who typed it in the chat a while back or just earlier, but I am going to sit with the people that want to sit with me.
Hmm.
Um, I am never going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to be bombarded, where I'm going to be set up or questioned. I'm not. And if you don't want me in your places and your spaces, block me. You don't even have to announce it. You could just literally see me, and I would tell you when I tell you that my new name is going to be Block Fucking Happy Chick. I promise you, I'm going to block probably as many people. I don't care if I know that you're sitting with people, you're supporting people, their behavior, you're gone. If you come into my live or whatever, I don't care. I don't want to. I'm not going to be around it. I'm
I
not.
mean, to me, at this point, if people still claim that they don't like you, blah, 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 but then they keep approaching you or keep, streaming you or whatever they're doing, at that point, it's not that it bothered them. It's just content. Really. It really is. It's just content from beyond that point. It's just content. Because if it really truly bothered them, okay, you talk about it, fine. Block Shannon, go ahead. I mean, do whatever you feel is best. But to keep coming at her, doesn't make any sense. It's just not necessary. And if Shannon was speaking on people that didn't do anything to her, I would stop it. I would say, okay, whoa, 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 let's, just, talk about the people that have wronged you, and then leave it at that. But that's what she's doing right now. She is um, addressing those who she feels that she needs to stand up for herself to defend herself, and that's what she gets. That is her right. She's allowed to do that.
And I I get it, guys. I get that you want to come after what I look like, my hair color, my eyebrows, all those things. Um, I don't care. At least I'm brave enough to show my face.
Yeah,
I don't come on here to look pretty for anybody. I come on here uh, to just be me.
she always
And
does, Southern, always.
you know, um, you guys may think that all I do is just laugh and everything's funny, but I do have feelings, and I feel for other people, even people that still continue to shit on me. Oh boy. But I just know that I am thankful and grateful to people that are in my life. Um, if you want to keep running with all the lies and you want to run with narratives, go for it. But this app is not my life. I don't care about likes and views. I don't care about followers. I don't care. I care about having
Hi,
fun.
Lisa.
And I know that, everybody just misses the Janet and Shannon show.
That's the thing. I mean, don't get mad if we're having fun. Why would you get mad at that? I don't get that. It doesn't make sense.
Do
I
you,
guess I don't know. I don't get it.
my hair was longer a couple of months ago, right? And I have thyroid problems, and my hair gets to a certain length and it gets dry and brittle. And I know that people love to make comments about my hair and Peter Pan. And as much as I would love to be able to grow long, luscious locks, unfortunately, I can't. Um, and it doesn't matter what color my hair is. People are going to poke and prod. But you know what? I don't wake up every day to impress you. The man in my life thinks I'm beautiful. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm not the most hideous looking thing.
No, you're not.
You know, I mean, I have where of course, there's days I look rough, there's days I look like shit, you know.
That's all of us. We have our good days and our bad. It's okay. I mean, right now my hair's up in this messy bun and I have no makeup on. I don't give a, you know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. I'm home. You just have to just let them. Again, just let them. At this point, it's just for content. It's not anything that you've done now because you haven't done anything now. Um, and you're not trying to be accepted by everybody that claims they don't like you. You're not aiming for that at all. You're just here. And
So when I went, you know, um, Liberty for Jess, told me that I was allowed to come into her live,
mhm,
and there were a lot of people upset that I was over there,
mhm.
and people started making comments, and I was to be nice. I wasn't trying to buy people's, love bomb people or anything else like that. I just loaded my card up and I just started sending gifts. I was just trying to be nice because they were in there. Some of them were in there talking, smack, and so I just thought, well, hell, I'll just be the bigger person and send gifts. And I got dragged for that, you know.
You
that
got
traffic,
what for that? What the heck?
you know. And it's like, oh, she's just trying to love bomb people or get people to accept her, or she wants to sit with this group. No, I was only over there because the host said that it was okay for me to.
Yeah, and I don't agree with dogpiling like that either. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's okay to have multiple people in the boxes coming at one person. That's not fair. That's not fair. I don't allow that over here. Ever. That's not okay.
I just I've never allowed it on mine. I've always tried to, because I know what it's like when I know what it's like to go in a place and see all these people surrounding you that don't like you, and then they mute you, or they, don't let you talk, or they tell you to shut up. Um, I just know that when I'm in my own life, that I'm in control of who I allow up in my boxes.
Hmm.
I'm just not gonna allow people to talk to me this way anymore. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm not going to fall for people coming over and saying, "Listen, don't worry about it. We're just gonna, we just want you to come over here." That's a trap. That's a trap. I've seen it so many times on here, and oh, I can't stand that stuff. I can't stand that. That's why, I messaged Shannon immediately, and I'm like, this was a setup. Let's, get the heck out of here because nothing was getting resolved. They were all coming at you. Nothing was getting resolved. So why be over there? You know what I mean? If
well,
they were going to hear you out and let you, defend yourself without attacking, sure, okay, great. But that's not how it happened. That's not what happened.
Shanna, I'm gonna tell you right now, my man literally almost grabbed my phone and shut it off.
Good.
That
Good.
he he came in, he came storming in, and he's like, no, 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 we're not doing this.
Yeah,
And
because
I was,
I tagged him in the chat. And I'm like, Shannon needs to drop. Get her out. Get her out.
I know, and I just said, I need to get this out of my, I just need to get this out of my system. And I was like, I need to hold my composure. And, I tried, but it's just, I'm at this point where today sent me, and everybody says, well, you shouldn't allow it to affect you that way. Well, today it did, you know,
Of
it did.
course. And what might not affect me can affect you. You know what I mean? And vice versa. It's 9 o'clock. You should go spend time. What are you
Well,
doing here?
well, well, he actually just went to work, and so I'm by myself tonight. So,
So here we
um,
are.
yeah, yeah. I've already worked. I've already worked for the day, so yeah. So he
I
works
was like,
tonight.
she's fighting. She's fighting for her life over there. Get her out. Get her out.
Well, I'm sure people are going to be like, "Oh, her pretend man, her pretend man."
Yeah, yeah, right. It's just your imagination. It's just your imagination.
Like shit. I mean, like I said, I mean, people run with a lot of shit here.
That's how it works on this app, unfortunately. Unfortunately. It's sad that that's how it is. It really is. It's sad. Like I said, I'll never understand it. And if the day that I can make sense of it all, I'm out. I'm leaving this app for good and never coming back if I can make sense of that.
Well, when I was, when TikTok went away, right,
Hmm.
and it blacked out. What was it, February? Um, I wish it would have stayed off for a lot longer. Um, I feel like when it came back, everybody was just more ruthless than ever.
Oh my gosh, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I
Uh-huh.
honestly like everybody just went balls to the walls crazy after it went
They
back.
did. They did. They did.
Honestly, and it was just, and I just feel like it's just gotten, progressively worse.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Ay, ay, ay.
You know.
Well, you know what? if they think over there that it was okay with what she did, then let them. You know what I mean? If they think that's okay, then I don't know what to say. I really don't. I don't even know what to say to them. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that, oh boy. You know why she's doing that is because she's probably trying to justify her disgusting behavior when it came to doing what she did with the t-shirt. So that's her trying to justify her disgusting actions. That's why she's doing that. hmm Yeah. You know what? She doesn't have to answer to me at the end of her life, not me. She has someone else to answer to, and good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I don't want to be associated with any of the bullshit anymore. I don't.
Mm-mm.
You know, I if I
Oh,
know.
brother.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Making excuses for your behavior, Hallie. Go pay. Just so you know, Hallie, for protection, it's going to cost you with FWA. Just so you know, Hallie, it's going to cost you.
It's okay.
It's going to.
I warned FWA from me to her. I warned her. I told her be careful, and if they don't listen and it happens to them, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it.
And I will tell you, when she sucks you in and you think she's your friend, just know,
hmm
telling to do this to other people and other strangers on the internet. Don't think it's not going to happen to you.
It will. It will.
I know that when people come in your room and people have 3, 4, 500 people in their lives, know that those people aren't all your friends.
Right?
Most of
Exactly.
most of those people don't have the best intentions for you. You might
Nope.
have 300 people in your life, but you may only have 40 people in your comment section.
hmm
I know. Fuck what you think. FFR. That's a long name. I just might call you FFR. That's a long name. But fuck what you think
Yeah,
for real.
no, no, he was, and I. Oh, okay, 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 okay. But no, I get it, and it's okay though because, like I said, she doesn't have to answer to me, right? So, you know, no, it's okay, no worries, no worries. Shannon just thought your name was funny. Um,
No, you're fine. I just know that I gotta change my mindset. I know that I do.
yes, you
I
do,
know that
you really do.
I know that I have the mindset of I just no longer give a fuck.
That's what my mindset is, and I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. I promise you. I promise. I laugh at people if they make fun of me or call me a POS because of a certain bus comment that I took accountability for. Yet I still get called that by two people. I laugh because there's nothing more I can do. There's nothing more I'm gonna say. So,
but
you know.
but what I am gonna say is that you know
So where?
yeah I just I don't really I'll never really understand people, and I ask myself, is this how people are in real life? Is this how you function in your everyday life?
I hope not. I hope not. It's bad enough that it's on here, let alone
Right,
in the real life. Good
right.
gosh. I hope
And
not.
and I know people may think that I'm like, you know, super wild and super crazy off this app. To be honest, I'm pretty mellow and pretty chill. I'm a homebody. I've recently just started doing more things and going out. And I mean, you know what, Jana? I actually went to the fair and rode rides.
Oh my God, that sounds like fun.
Do you know that I got flipped upside down? And it wasn't even in the sheets. I was stressed onto a machine hoping the sucker would son of a bitch wouldn't fall over. 43 years old and my ass is sitting in a fair chair, paying $7 to ride this fucking ride, hoping that it doesn't fall apart.
Right?
Yeah, you know, I,
I'm still thinking about what Whitney called her entertainment
I know, yeah, or Northern Regions is now our entertainment center. Um, and that was the first time in 6.5 years that I've actually gone and just done something fun. This summer, I went to a lake and jumped off a cliff and into, I these past few months I've had the best time of my life.
when you're
Um,
happy, it reflects on all of that. It does. It shows through you wanting to go out more and doing things like that. And I'll just say this. I know this is such a basic saying, but life is too short. It is. It's too short. So instead of hating on people and bashing one another and holding a whole entire life about one single person the entire time, go outside, put your phones down and go outside. Go somewhere, do something. But put your phone down. Really. Put your phone down.
and
I
and I
do.
and I and I will just say that, like, when we go out on dates or we go have fun together, like, we're not on our phones. We put our phones away, and it's been so relieving. And then, like I said, when I kind of was taking a break from TikTok, and then, like I said, then when I decided to come back and interact with certain people, people couldn't, they can't stand it. You know,
I know it's weird. It's weird. Why does it even matter? It's really strange. Like, I'm still the same person that I've always been. I'm not going to turn on someone just to turn on them. I'm not going to go with the masses. Um, I haven't changed at all. If I forgive someone, it's because I choose to forgive that someone. She respected my boundaries. She respected my peace. And if that's a problem, that's too bad. It's too bad. I don't care. Just stop it. And I'm going to say this. I'm not going to go live continuously and have this type of a life, okay? With what Shannon's going through right now, I felt that she can bring it to my platform because she has every right to speak on things because to put a false jacket from what I heard and then reading screenshots, what I've seen, yeah, I'm going to allow that. But this isn't going to continue constantly when I go live. Um, we're going to have fun. People can hop on in as long as they're respectful and, they just want to just chill out and not talk about drama, not be involved in it, not bring it over here. You're more than welcome always. I just need to protect the peace of people that are in my boxes, and my own peace. So, that's very important to me. Her voice does matter. Absolutely. Just as everyone else's does. Absolutely. I try to be fair. I really do. I try to do that. But, when I tried to be fair earlier and someone said some pretty mean things at the end, I'm disappointed. I am a bit disappointed. Yeah, I have to say that. I am. I am. It's a shame that that had to happen, but, um, they just have to go for the jugular, and it's just not right.
right. And I will say, the man in my life, he has that he doesn't give a fuck attitude,
He does.
but but when it comes to him, but he does not like me hurting,
No, no, nope.
and he doesn't, and I will say that, you know, he doesn't, speak out a lot because he knows that I can hold my own to a point.
Hmm. Mhm.
But when he knows that I'm hurting and that I'm at that point, he's like,
Mhm.
okay, we're not going on TikTok for a while.
Mhm. Good. I'm so glad that he's like that. I am. I
You
am
know,
because he's wanting to protect you and he's wanting to protect your peace and he wants you to have boundaries. You know,
right,
boundaries, I cannot stress enough how important that is. And if people don't like the boundaries that you have set, that's too bad. It's too bad. If they can't respect that, then they don't need to be in our lives. It's just that way. You know, there's a certain someone. Her and I were close. Yep, we sure were. But when you don't respect my boundaries and you don't respect me and you're sending me 48 texts, including voice messages, yeah, I'm going to have an issue with that when I'm trying so hard to say, stop. Can you please stop? Please just stop. Please just stop. And you don't go in other people's boxes and speak my name, speak on me. Okay? So I'm not even going to say your name. I'm not. But don't do that because I haven't done that to you. I did respond last night. Yes, I did. Okay? But as I said, I'm not going to say your name right now. But you know who you are. Then and only then will I set a boundary and I will walk away. I have to be pushed to the extreme furthest, like you would not believe. I'm pretty patient with people. I really am. It takes a lot for me to walk away. A lot. Just realize that. I will stay loyal and I will be your friend and I will, but when you do that, I have a problem with that, as anybody else would. So, I know that you're not saying that side of it. You know who I'm talking to. I know you're not saying that side, right? You're not bringing any of that up. Or sending me clip after clip of you speaking about me and making sure that I saw it. Do you honestly think that I wasn't there? Did you think that I wasn't around? I wasn't responding for a reason.
right.
There was a reason, and you know that. I was keeping quiet. I heard everything, but I was keeping quiet. It's okay, Gina, no worries. Um, I just went into and FW's live and cause Did you really? Oh my. You couldn't pay me to get in the box over there. No, thank you.
You got bigger cojones than I do, because I'm just listen. And it's not that I can't hold my own, and it's not that I can't talk foul, and I can't say all those cuss words, and I can't pop off. Because Lord knows I can. I just don't want to because I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? I
Right,
don't
right.
I don't want to. There's some times where I've said a lot of things, and I'm like, oh my god, I probably sound like the most unhinged psychotic bitch right now. I do, and I don't. But I
It's
kudos
funny
to
though. I
you.
mean, I try to do that and I end up tripping up words and
Fuck,
I'm not good at it.
I'd send you a galaxy right now if I had shit in my bank. Well, on here. Oh,
Let's see.
so Lala Latte went off on her. Look at that.
La la latte. Oh God,
I'm
I keep
sorry,
thinking
but
about this morning with Witty. That was so funny. She
yeah,
brought up, oh shoot.
yeah. And like I said, and Jana knows this. When all that happened, I didn't speak on it because I didn't. I handled that situation in my own way. You know, and I just know that he deserves to rest in peace. He deserves to be respected. Um, Regardless of him and I not always seeing eye to eye. Um, his he had his good moments with me, and I had him with his, and that's
Hmm.
what I'm going to choose to remember. Um, I'm not going to remember the bad stuff. I want to remember the good stuff, and I'm very thankful that uh, he had people like Jana and other people upwards to the end that he had, and I will never speak ill on him. Um, he was very young, very loved,
I'll tell
and
you what, you can feel it. Like I can feel it on this app. It's not the same. It's
right.
not. I mean, it just isn't. I mean, if he only knew the impact he had on people as far as his presence and how funny, and all of that went, and he did have compassion. And if he only knew how much he is missed, my gosh, my gosh.
I can honestly say he could definitely probably hold his own in
Oh
FWAs.
yeah. Oh yep. Oh yeah. He'd be
I
like,
know it's so
bitch,
funny.
watch this. Go right over
Oh, it would have been fabulous.
there. I would have been over there just to listen.
Oh,
They
said
sent a clip.
Lala, you
What?
read it, Jen. Lala cussed her out
They,
for.
what does it say?
You said Lala cussed her out for swatting. They sent the clip on Bubbles and all them laughing at him, and Bubbles wouldn't come up. Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow!
You know what it is? You know what it is? That again, right there, is trying to justify disgusting behavior. That's all that is.
Right?
That's all that is. Because for me to bring something up, it it really, really, really has to bother me and really get to me. And so if I'm talking about it, you guys really should take heed to that because I don't like to talk about people. I just don't. But
Like I said, I appreciate, like I said, Jana knows a lot, that I talk to her about, you know. Same thing with Woody. I have tried my damnedest and my hardest to just keep moving forward, and that's what I want to do. I just want people to stop. And I know I can't control what others do. I know I can control how I react. Um,
exactly.
I'm sure some of you guys may think it's funny that I broke down today. You may think that it's ha ha, we did it. Um, but I do have people that truly care about me, and that's what I'm going to focus on, and I'm going to love those that want to love me back. And to
Go,
hell
do
with
you
all
see? Look at the comment. Look at the comment.
going back to cross destruction. Oh my God, Jana, can you live stream it? Can you live stream it, Jana?
I don't have my other. I don't have another device to do that
I
too.
don't either. I don't either. But but you also know I'm not a fan of doing it. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll see it on Drama Talk. Maybe Drama Talk will. Maybe
Pull you
maybe
back over there. She's brave.
girl.
There is no way I would do that. No way. I'm not a dumb. I'm a smart one, but You could?
Girl. No. You better
No
hope somebody.
way.
You better hope somebody pays to drop you. 'Cause I might even pay extra money to keep you in the box. I'm
It would
gonna
be like
throw
a
FW.
battle.
I'm gonna throw FDA $100 just not to drop you.
No, don't drop her. Keep her up. Here, look. Here's your payment. Keep her up. Keep her in there. Oh, heck no. You couldn't pay me any amount of money to go do that. Nope. Nope. Uh-uh. I've seen and heard FWA go off on people. Nope, I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna do a snippet of FWA. This is just a snippet. I don't give a shit about that fuck shit. These dumb bitches.
Yeah, exactly. See? I'm not going over. No. I wonder how long. I
It's
don't
crazy.
know. I guarantee Bougie would have me drop out of that box.
Oh God.
She can't stand me.
Kid,
She would
I
pay any money to get me dropped.
girl.
I think it would be
With
funny, but you know.
I will, I'll buy, $20, $30 in gifts,
Mhm.
Um, I cannot imagine constantly paying people to drop me
No.
gifts.
No.
I mean, trust me, I would rather go to Hobby Lobby and buy myself something to hang on my wall.
Right? Right?
You know.
I just no. That's let's see. Oh, pff, yeah. I know. Yep. 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 I know that one. Uh-huh. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's when when people speak on, like when I've been spoke on in the past, I ask and they never can answer this. It's kind of like, yeah, 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 okay, but what did I do to you personally? What did I do? And they can't answer that. They can
Right.
never answer that.
Right. But a lot of it is, well, you did this to this person, and that's why I don't like you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
or I don't like how you did it this person, and it's okay. But Jana, she's corrected me before. Jana's put me in my place. Jana don't just let me run amok. Jana sometimes says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." You know, sometimes she's like, "Let's breathe. Let's take a minute. Like maybe let's not do this." I mean, but it's
Yeah.
because she doesn't just let me run amok like other people. She's like a real friend. She doesn't want. She keeps it real. She doesn't
Well,
tell me
that's
what
the
I want.
thing. If we can't be ourselves and be honest and help, by by saying, whoa, 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 that kind of thing. I want that done to me too. If we can't do that, then why even have a true friendship? There's nothing wrong with any of that. It's all in a matter of how you say it. It's all with good intentions, and as long as it's with good intentions, how can you get mad at stuff like that? Um, that's I tried with someone else and it just nothing I said, nothing. Just she just wouldn't listen. She just continued and I just can't support that. I just can't. I can't do it.
Yeah. Well, I will just say this. I personally, like with Hallie, I have tried. I have seen her burn people that I care about. She's come back. She said she's sorry. She's going to work on
Right?
it.
Yep.
And I have tried so hard. And then the other day when she was in my box, and when I was, trying to be supportive, but yet the whole time, here she
Hmm.
was scheming and trying to
Hmm.
befriend me, all to just try to spit on me.
I saw that. I saw that
And I
clip.
don't, and
I
I, and
saw it.
I honestly, the person that she was texting those messages to,
Hmm.
he truly believed that nothing would happen. But the person she was texting knew what she was doing and knew that, and she just let her talk, and she did. And then, that person said, "I'm done. Like, you're not going to hurt these people anymore. You're not going to hurt innocent people."
Hallie, did you honestly think that that was going to be acceptable, what you were planning to do? And that that person would think it was okay as well? Huh, huh.
I mean,
Wow.
that's the same way people found out she swatted HJ because she couldn't keep her mouth shut. She had to tell somebody.
Yep, I know. I
You
know.
know, and
Absolutely. Mm.
and my thing is if she were to get somebody else's address, would if she can do it to someone, him, she can do it to someone else. I'm
Oh,
not
she can
there.
have mine, and she can come over. Come over here to my door. Come over, Hallie. I'll give you my address. You can come over if you want. You can come visit me. Yeah, you can.
Well,
Yep.
I think instead of I think instead of trying to get people's information, and then maybe instead of trying to hurt people and dox people and do the most on this app, maybe you should worry about filling out job applications and focusing on your real life, because it seems like your real life is chaotic right now. But apparently, it is, it's clear that you're projecting your chaos in your real life onto this app.
Oh, and by the way, Kelly, if you are listening, if I were you, I would take heed to all of this and pay attention closely, okay? Because you're not off her list. You're not
Nope,
off her list. You're on the
you're
list.
not.
So
Nope, you
I
are.
feel like we're talking about FM with his list. Hallie, is that what you think you are? I mean, what is your purpose with all of this? Seriously, what is your purpose? Seriously. But yeah, you guys need to be careful. You really do. Be very careful. Very.
And that's why I have chosen to keep my circle small. Do you know that Hallie messaged me under a fake account pretending to be a sponsor? And she gave me a phone number and said that me and Whitty could reach out to her for support and help because she was a sponsor when that was Hallie's account.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and there's a whole ass video of it where she is admitting, that she confided into this person. And what's crazy is I received a message from an account that she has pretending to be some type of, you know, advocate for mental health and addiction, and she gave me a number and said for me and Whitty to contact her.
Hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't recognize your voice
Uh-uh.
if I would have called. If I would have reached out, were you expecting me to open up and tell you things about my life so you could turn around and
Wow.
yeah,
That's beyond wild behavior. That's behavior that can get you 5150'd.
well,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
that's beyond wild behavior. That's the type of thing that's where the law can step in at that point. That's not a like that's need therapy type of behavior.
right. But now she's reaching out to people, telling people that she works with people with mental health and addictions, and for us to reach out, and it was
Oh my gosh.
yeah. I mean,
Mm,
right?
mm-mm. That's crazy.
What are we gonna do? Get in a box and then cry and then be mad because everybody else is calling you out for your behavior, and then you're gonna
Right.
make excuses on why you did what you did?
Exactly. Exactly.
Can you imagine messaging somebody pretending to be an advocate for something, and when somebody is going through a hard time and that person trusting you and opening up to you and coming to find out that person is just being
Wow.
evil and vicious?
That is absolutely insane.
But like I said, what happens in the dark comes to light. It does
It
eventually.
does. It does.
It
Absolutely.
may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but eventually it all comes to light. And because people on this app, the one thing they don't know how to do is shut the fuck up.
Right? They
They
don't.
they they put their trust in people. Me being one, I have put trust in people that I thought wanted to genuinely be my
I
friends.
know.
Um, and I've had to learn the hard way. But I
Well,
will tell
it's better that you learn, like it might have been, things that went on, but at least you found out.
you, right,
And you know what I mean? Eventually, you know what I mean? You found out and you just have to pick up the pieces and you learned. You learn from it, right?
right. It's just it's made me realize why I need to keep my circle small.
Absolutely. I do. I
Um,
do.
it's honestly made me realize and say, I I know that people may think that I'm standoffish when it comes to me opening up to people or me wanting to them to open up to me. Um, Unfortunately, due to everything that I've been through and I've gone through on this app, it's caused me to be that way.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not, especially on parasocial internet, social media type shit. It's not like that in real life because in real life you can actually physically see the person, be around the person.
Mhm.
Versus on the internet, you're only getting what you're getting, right? You're not getting the full picture. You're not getting the
No.
full person.
Nope. That's true.
Uh,
That is
and then
very
when
true.
you see a person, yeah, and then when you see a person, face to face, you really start to see true colors. But a lot of people come
Mhm.
on and they put on this facade.
Mhm.
And they whether they become a character or a specific content creator. It's like, is this really you, or is this someone you're trying to perceive to be?
Right.
So, but hey, by the way, I did get two perfumes that I ordered on TikTok, and they
Did
just
you?
came in. Yeah,
Do you like them?
they smell amazing because I followed this fragrance content creator,
Mhm.
uh, and I just I never smelled them before, but
Mhm.
they got reviews, and
Mhm.
I got a cologne for my boyfriend, and then I got two
Mhm.
perfumes. Let me tell you, I sprayed
Mhm.
one on each arm, and
Mhm.
honestly, I don't know which one I want to wear. So right now, one's on the left and one's on the right. But they smell amazing. They really do.
That's awesome.
I like I said, I don't care. I don't care about the drama. I don't care about anybody else's shit anymore. I just want to keep doing what I want to do and things I enjoy. I I just know that this circle that I've been in on this side of this, and I wish that I wish that I could get away from this side. You know,
I
um,
know.
I think that's what's really gotten me is I've tried to change my algorithm. I've blocked people. I've tried to change my FYP, and it's just like no matter what, it's like I can't get away from it. It's like, can I not get on like the west side of TikTok?
All my For You page is people doing pranks and cats and dogs doing funny things, and I don't come across any beefs at all. At all.
And
It
like
takes time. Yep.
I've been, I get my puppy next month, and I've been watching a lot of window dog videos, so I have those, and
No.
but it's just like once in a blue moon, I'll come across a live, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
The only time I come across that is if I'm on my backup account, then I'll see some things on the FYP, but on my FYP on my main account, I don't. Jazzy, enough doggy, enough puppy. That's when I don't you dare, don't bark. You're gonna no 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 no. You're fine.
Oh,
Um,
did you say delete the history on who you search up? Honestly, that's probably what I need to do.
yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. I do. I want to. I honestly, there are so many other people that I'm going to block after this live,
I don't
and
blame you.
I don't care if you may not have been done anything personally to me, but me knowing that you support that certain person and you're okay with it, like I just don't even want to be around it. Um, and I'm just gonna go through. I'm just gonna go through my list, and if I'm questioning it and I get rid of it, it is what it is. Uh,
Hmm. And
but
that's all you
anyway,
can do.
but Jana, I am completely exhausted.
I bet.
I haven't eaten all day, so I'm think I'm gonna just order me something
Okay.
to eat.
Okay.
Um, I'm gonna watch a movie and you know.
That's a good
enjoy.
thing. Yeah, it will be good for you to do that and just chill.
But but I will say that I think I'm gonna take a couple of weeks off of TikTok again.
I don't blame
Uh,
you.
I think I'm just gonna decompress, and I'm just gonna go back to doing what I was doing before, and you know, um, You
That's all you can do.
you may see me here and there, but I think I'm just gonna take a couple more weeks off like I did before, and just kind of get back into the normalcy again and take it easy.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Well,
All
thank you,
right.
Anna. Thank you for
Of
holding this
course.
line.
Of
You
course.
know how it is, and everyone who's been
Anytime.
kind. And anyway, but I'm going to head out.
All right, you guys. Have a good night, everybody.